Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines, Better Cities, and in today's episode we're going to be building some more residential, and in this case it's going to be a very special kind of residential building. It's going to be a Chinese style building that is most commonly found in Beijing, known as Beijing Courtyard House, or aka Yuan. Well, let's start building. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and comment what do you think of this video. And you can also check out my Instagram where I post daily. So today we're going to be working on this piece of land. Let's do the road layout first. And I'm not exactly sure about what kind of road we're going to use because there is no Chinese roads assets on the workshop. I think we might as well use the one that comes from Japan, since Japan borrowed a lot of things from China, from ancient China. So yeah, let's see which one is gonna fit in here. This is Paris. We're not gonna use the cobblestone because cobblestone wasn't really a common thing. Let's check out if we have Japanese, maybe road. Yeah, maybe this one. Not ideal, but the colors seem to be matching what you would normally find. Okay, not ideal, but let's try to stick with this one. Alright, so we have this piece of land over here that we're going to be working on, and I think we don't really need too much of a connection. We're just going to do one street, and then later on, if it looks good, we're going to expand it. Alright, let's lower the road a little bit just to make sure everything is smooth and flat. Okay, and now let's find our assets. Let's see, yeah. So we have plenty of these houses. Let's see, we have, let's go for residential, global, yeah. Okay, type 1, let's start building. I think we're also going to have a little bit of commercial on the corner here, so let's put in the first one. Kind of looks really nice, and you see it has like the entrance into the courtyard, and then you have a couple of families, a couple of houses inside. But I think as an asset, yeah, it's one household, so basically it's a one family home in this case. Let's see. All right, this one is slightly bigger. Let's see which one shall we use. Oh, this is even much bigger than that one. Let's see. I think we're gonna have, let's say 3 of these, 4 of these, 5, I don't know, let's stick to 3 for now. 3 of each type, and then we're gonna have 1 block. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, we're gonna have 1 block with these buildings. Now, once again, I'm not trying to be completely accurate. I'm not trying to build the exact replica of what you're gonna find in Beijing. I'm just trying to add a nice looking district to my city, something that looks a little bit historic, and well, the city has to have some kind of historic old building, something that is not common nowadays, just to preserve history and, you know, just have nice buildings for tourists to look at. And the streets, I think the street is a little bit too wide, because normally the streets between these buildings would be really, really narrow. I don't know whether or not we should try to replace the road. Let's see what roads do we have, if we have any kind of tiny road. Let's see, Plain Street, maybe that could work. No, I don't think it looks right, and it's still a little bit too wide. I don't know if there is any way to make it a narrower street. Maybe this one. Yeah, I think this one actually is a good match. We don't really have any markings, which is okay, because we're not trying to build anything modern, so without, it's gonna work even without the markings. Zoning is still available, so yeah. Let's just adjust the position for each of these buildings, and then we're gonna continue building. And we're gonna also place some commercial. Those buildings, you can find them on the workshop. A couple of restaurants. They also look very traditional, and maybe just maybe we're gonna place a temple or something like that nearby. So let's see. Alright, that seems just about right. And normally the streets, there's one thing that we actually there's gonna be accurate here. The streets in Beijing are mostly graded pattern, so that is gonna be exactly what we see here. Alright, I don't know if they need to connect that close, but that's okay. I think it's okay for now. It's not a crowded area, we're not going to have too much traffic, so that is not that big of a deal. Let's see, those are just different levels. I think they are exactly the same looking kind of buildings, just a different level. So, do we need some more? I think we can have one here, one here. And I think when it comes to the concept of feng shui and things like that, it's kind of a nice location next to a river, next to water source. Okay, let's see. I think we're also going to build on this side a little bit. And on the other side. And then we're going to start plopping the commercial buildings. Alright, we cannot place it. I think we can use move it for this. Okay, good. And still, okay, it won't let me place it exactly where I want it to be, so yeah, we'll need to move things around just a little bit. Okay. Alright, that looks fine, that looks fine. Let's see what kind of commercial building can we use. Let's see, what do we have for Beijing? We don't have much. Oh, yeah, we have high density commercial. High commercial, this is a roast duck restaurant. Okay, it's exactly the same building, it just comes with different levels. Let's go for level 1 on one side. And then we're gonna have level 2 on this side. And then level 3 is gonna be right in the middle. Let's see how that looks. That kind of looks okay. And it's kind of ironic how we have these traditional Chinese buildings next to what you will find in modern China. Here we have a residential asset that I've talked about before that can fit in lots and lots and lots of people. I think one residential building can have up to 1,000 residents. Okay, let's not get carried away. Let's see if we can add some kind of a nice looking temple to finish up the area, and then we're going to do some very basic detailing, and then we will finish off and see what the final result looks like. Let's see if we have temple. That looks like a Japanese temple. Beijing style castle tower. I don't know if I think it must be placed in a park. Alright, this one can be placed over here. Why do we have all this open? Right. But the problem is, okay, let's see if we can put it in place with, yeah, we can. With the move it mode, like this. Okay, maybe it has to be behind the sign so that they can kind of see the sign. Alright. So this is gonna be it, and now let's see, we also have a thing. Oh, what is it called? Something from Chinatown. Yeah, we have the Sydney gate of the Chinatown area, and let's see if we can place it. Once again, this, before anybody starts to complain in the comments, this particular video is not trying to be accurate historically or geographically or in any other way. It's just kind of a mix of Chinatowns from around the world and the Beijing style residential buildings. So yeah, it's not gonna be precise, it's just gonna be kind of something like that, but not exactly. Okay, let's see what else can we get. Pavilion. Okay. What are these props? Style castle tower. We can place it to one side of the road, but no. I think this is a little bit more complex. We would need to. Yeah. Oh, we have another. This is a prop. Oh yeah, these asses, they actually come with props, so you can also kind of mix and build your own. But that is not what we're going to do today. Let's see if we have anything that could be placed straight away. Yeah, I think this palace would fit in just fine. Once again, if we were to place this properly, we would probably have to figure out the feng shui things and where do we have the north, south, east, and things like that. But that is not what we're going to do today. Today we're just going to place a couple of buildings and make our own teeny tiny Chinatown. That is probably going to be updated later on to make a little bit more realistic. Just for now, we're just going to have it as it is. Okay, and yeah, looks fine. It could be... It is a palace, Beijing style. I think this one is also probably... I'm not sure if it's an actual place or it's also kind of generic building that looks like the palaces that you can find there. And let's see what trees can we add. Once again, it's not going to be 100% accurate. We're going to add bamboo trees, but you'll probably hardly find them in Beijing. So yeah, it's just for the kind of atmosphere, for a little bit messed up atmosphere. But once again, we're just trying to create a touristy kind of looking area. It's not going to be anything historically, geographically, architecturally accurate. Just a place that looks cool. Alright, let's see what else can we add inside this area. I was actually thinking about some parking spots because this place is going to attract tourists, so we need some kind of a mix between the traditional classic things from the past and something very modern. So yeah, let's try to fit that in. I'm not sure if we're going to use this one or something different. Let's see if we have a better fitting parking lot. Okay, this one seems to be fitting in just fine. And let's see what else can we add here. We might need to do some landscaping. Yeah, let's see how that's going to work. And we have a metro line going underneath, so we cannot do too much landscape. Alright, let's see if we can add some more residential buildings, and then we're gonna look at the final result. And this is, oh, this is still a prop. We need something growable. Alright, one is gonna go down here, and then the other one is gonna go down here, and then we can place some trees maybe. Once again, it is not ideal, especially the parking lot part, but well, for now, it's kind of like a draft. Well, basically everything in my city works like a draft. We're gonna build it first and make things work later. So it's kind of like, here's where we're gonna have this and that, and later on we actually try to polish it and make it look like a real thing. Okay, so I think this is pretty much it. Let's take a look at the result. It should not look too bad. I think it's looking just fine. Let's zoom in and see what it looks like. Even on the street level, looks really, really nice. Okay, we might need to replace the road in front as well. Let's take a look. Alright, let's look at it now. Looks really, really nice apart from, I think, this part where we might need to lower a little bit. Yeah, this palace might need to go down a bit. And then the parking lot itself might need to go slightly up. It does look a little bit weird, but that's okay. We can fix it at some point. For now, this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. Still looks really nice. The only problem is the temple or the palace doesn't really have any lights to it, but the commercial buildings do. Commerce never sleeps, so yeah. This is what it looks like in the evening. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.